Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant IB back again. News, views on the news, another message to preach and teach. And we're going to touch on something here that kind of got taken out of context, but some jokes have some seriousness to it and some truth. But before we get into it, let me greet everybody real quick. Howard Hardu Gudag Ola Oi to the Bang versus Los Bonja Mizami Kedu Bawani Konnichiwa Ni Hao Niyama Sani Bonani Jumbo Habaragani Assalamu alaikum and Shalom. Okay, so basically Denzel Washington made some comments on marriage. And basically what happened is that a lot of people ran away with the comments and didn't wait to get the comments in context. But even so, there is an eeriness about the comments. All right. And even with that, even with the success of his quote unquote marriage, it is not an indication that it is a good idea for any Afro man, especially in this current hostile climate that is against the Afro man and the hostile woman, which who would turn that way as soon as you that ink dried up on that paper. And you know this is quick drying ink. All right, because you're a slave then now. All right, in every sense of the word, you're a slave now. So they look at his marriage between he and his wife, and it's pretty good for Hollywood years and for what's going on in Hollywood. All right, but he has a level of security like Cookie. Magic Johnson wife gives Magic Johnson a level of security. All right, and the thing is that this woman that he's married to is probably grounded in reality. I want y'all to keep this in mind. He's the star, she isn't. He's an actor, she is not. Think about that for a minute. All right, so before we really go in on this, let me remind you to get those thumbs up, to donate to this channel and what this channel does in the community. My PayPal me link will be in the description box. Like, share, subscribe, and we need people to subscribe to this channel. One, you will get the notifications for the live events. All right, and two, I would like for you to. All right, because it'll lift this channel up. So don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell. When you click the bell, click all. All right. So subscribe, click the bell. Then when you click the bell, click all. All right, and remember, there's an upcoming live event, and it would be nice if everybody could participate so that we could shoot thoughts off of one another and hopefully provide some growth. Okay, so this is I want y'all to pay attention to something. Uncle Denzel has been married to his wife Pauletta for 35 years. All right, hot damn, they barely do it like that anymore. So how he and Pauletta do it. And apparently they posed a question to him, and he was joking to People magazine when he says, "I do what I'm told and I keep my mouth shut." All right. Now, what People magazine wrote back was not the joke. Denzel was joking. But the reply from the interviewer, no, not a joke. See, here's the thing. When men in the United States go into contract with the state, they are giving up their manhood to give precedent to the woman for her to be the head of the household, because she actually, in actuality, when this happened, becomes the wife of the state. And since the state is the head over her, then, and she is an agent of the state through the marriage license. Understand this. The woman is an agent of the state through the marriage license. She belongs to the state, and the man belongs to the state. Then the state gets to run that man's house however the state sees fit, or however the woman will allow. All right. Now keep in mind these two grew up in Kojic, Church of God in Christ, right? That holiness kind of thing. That has another level to it. But in it, so they're indoctrinated by the state and by the religious state. All right, so this has a lot to do with everything. All right. Now, the people that said smart men, they understand that his relationship is not between he and his wife, but he has a relationship between him and the state, and the woman has a relationship between her and the state, because that's what a marriage license is. It's a contract between the woman and the state and the man and the state, not between the woman and the man. And since the woman is more married to the state than the man, the state gets to determine how things are to be done in that household and what happens during the breakup. That's why the women get so much no matter how the breakup happens, because she belongs to the state, and the state knows that if they reward the woman much of the man's assets, one, he will not be able to use them, and two, the woman ain't going to do nothing but spend it anyway and indirectly give all the assets back to the state through her spending habits. Then she'll go on and do it to the next man. All right. Now, Denzel Washington says, but in all seriousness, Denzel, he admitted that there are too many things to account for when it comes to making marriage a success. There is no such thing as a successful marriage in the United States. All right. The reason why they call marriage successful is because they redefine what success is. All right. Look at what he said. He's giving his wife, in other words, taking credit away from himself, giving his wife credit for doing what he calls the heavy lifting. All right. What pops into my head: security, food, and a beautiful home. The difference between a house and a home, it's a big difference. Denzel told people, you can buy a house, but that doesn't make it a home. And this is so true. And not to say any man can make a home, but my wife has, no, he says not to say a man can't make a home, but my wife has made our house a home and has raised these beautiful kids. And he names his children David, Katia, twins, Olivia and Malcolm, and protected them and sacrificed for them. She did the heavy lifting. Wait a minute, but he protected them. He sacrificed for them. He made sure that his images was right. He never did a sequel. Think about that. And he's given all the credit for the things that he has done to help his family achieve to the woman. Talking about robbing men of manhood. This is this is it in a shell. This is the problem that I had with his statement. He did the heavy lifting. She did some heavy lifting, but he attributed his manly things like protection and stuff to her. He protected his whole house. He protected the women and the children. But he gave that part of what he did, he gave the woman the credit for that. No way a woman should be happy robbing a man of the credit of doing what he has done for the family. But this is Hollywood and they have no problem with it. Chadwick Boseman, you know that it's Denzel Washington that was responsible for him, Black Panther. All right. Um, Dodgers, Dodgers, Dodgers. All the movies that he's played in. Chad 42, that was the name of the movie. All these movies he's played in portraying icons of Afro history in America. Denzel Washington is responsible for that. And his son is coming out in a movie again. He's not going to take any credit for that. It goes to the woman. And by going to the woman, it goes to the state. Think about that for a minute. All right. And then you have his children. But if you look at who's going to be the next stars, it's not going to be the daughters. It's going to be the son. The son is following his daddy's footsteps. Think about it. He's definitely not following in his mother's footsteps. Now, what do I say? Does this woman not deserve any credit for the family? Yes, she deserves hell of a lot of credit for the family. She deserves the credit of maintaining her position as a wife. All right. And even though she maintained her position as a wife, the husband should never give up what it is being a husband. He's been the protector and provider. And then she took what he provided and nurtured the rest of the family. Apparently, he didn't have to worry about the children not eating. Not because he didn't provide um, a means for them to eat, and the mom, instead of using it for food, decided to go out and do that Hollywood thing. As a matter of fact, I give her another other piece of credit. I know she's his wife, but that's about all I know. Right? No scandals. All right. So basically, yes, she's worthy of a lot of credit. But my problem is she's not worthy of his credit. And a man don't always have to diminish his responsibilities and him handling his responsibilities well to uplift a woman into his realm of things that he should do as a man. He should give her credit for being a good wife, for doing the wifely duties. But none of those duties as a wife is as a protector of the family. He did that. He was the provider and the protector. All right. Now, understand this also, that this is an anomaly. This is not the rule. It is an anomaly. The rule is this, that women like her don't exist anymore in mass. You got a few that'll trickle in here and there, but not as a group, which means that the rest of y'all that got y'all up high thinking, yeah, that's right. This proved that marriage works. No, the system still isn't working. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he only have that one wife and the children that the person with the means that could have had more, produced with that one wife. If we were doing things the scriptural way, he would have had multiple wives. Now imagine what his sons would be like bringing all that income in to the home with him doing what he's doing. And now he's having multiple children that he could have grow up into the same field that he's doing. But instead, he only has one. While the thugs is having like 24, 30, 40 children, have children that are almost certainly doomed to the same life that the thug was living. You know, 1 foot in jail, 1 foot out. That's why the rest of these women need to hit that wall and judgment comes. Because even with that saying all of that, he's not living by the system that the Most High set forth. He's living by the system that the government, the white government, set forth. With that said, I'm out.